Good morning, Darlene.
Good morning, Brian.
How's it going?
Good. Sanchez says good morning too.
Yes, Sanchez. We've got a pretty exciting day.
Yes, we do.
This is very exciting.
Yes, yeah.
So we've been here 5 weeks, a little over 5 weeks.
Yep.
But this is our first month end.
Yes, this is our month-end review.
Right.
For July.
On our budget.
On our budget.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So what we're gonna try to do is, and our accounting is not to the penny. That's not how we do things, but it's ballpark.
So on the individual spending, it's not to the penny, but on what
Right.
we spent for the month, it's dead
Yes,
accurate.
yes.
Right. So I mean, holy
Yep.
smokes! I mean, we
You
spent.
just looked at the number, didn't you?
Yeah, well, we knew what it cost. So when you go to a place on holidays,
Yes.
right? Even for 6 months when we were here before, you know that you're leaving in 6 months. You're not going to pay to put stuff in storage. You really limit what you
Yes, what you
buy.
purchase.
When you're moving someplace, you kind of figure, okay, we're going to live here for the next, God
However.
willing, whatever,
Mhm.
10 years. If you need a fan for the living room, you just go out and buy it.
Yes.
So your spending changes dramatically.
Yes,
right?
yes. Okay, so what did we spend in July? Want me to tell you?
Yeah.
We'll go bots first, and then we'll give you the Canadian figure.
Right.
We spent 128,876 baht.
Right.
Sounds like a lot.
It does sound like a lot. So the 128,000 baht, in all honesty, our budget, our regular budget going forward monthly, is roughly 40,000 baht.
We're
That's
aiming
for
for
everything.
40,000 baht going forward.
And the 6 months we were here previously, we were very close to that 40,000.
Yes, we're
Okay.
usually under, I think.
Right.
Anyway, 128,876 baht is $5,024 Canadian.
Okay.
So there's a lot of one-time purchases in that number, but that going forward we won't be making.
What would be an example of that being?
I will give you an example. We did our first.
I was hoping you would.
our last month's rent and security deposit going forward. That won't be in there. That
So
was
there was
22,000 baht.
Yeah, two months rent
Yep.
as security.
We had to get our Wi-Fi hooked up, so there was a 3,500 baht fee for that, and we're
Right.
prepaid for 6 months, which was 3,600 baht.
Right.
So our Wi-Fi is paid for the next 5 months, right?
Right.
Your driver's license was 6,000 baht.
Right.
Your bicycle purchase and
Right.
accessories and some tools and things for that, around 20,000 baht.
Right.
That's a one-off.
Yep.
You got a new phone. You had to get a new phone to
Right.
be able to download the banking app and
Right.
use it. That was 10,000 baht. We figure around, for the apartment, around 8,000 baht miscellaneous.
But it was more than that, I think.
I think it was more.
Right.
Like we bought fans and some house cooking things, like a frying pan.
So this unit had never been lived in?
No. So there was a lot.
it was very bare bones.
Yes.
So we had to buy like frying pans, pots and pans,
Yeah.
everything, right?
Yeah.
And kettle, all the minor
Just
things.
little
There was-
things that add up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And they don't seem like much when you throw them in the cart.
No.
But yeah.
And then we had we stayed at a hotel for one night. We stayed 3 nights. We'd already paid for 2 before we got here. So there was a one night rental in a hotel, and then the Parrot House, we rented the room there for 2
Right.
nights, and that's a one-off.
even when we moved in, the stove didn't
The stove
work.
didn't work, so we
for
had
3 days.
we ate out.
So
every
we ate
day.
out.
Yep.
Right. And the first shopping trip you do when the place is empty, you're buying everything.
Everything. Yeah,
Right,
salt and
like
pepper.
Salt
right?
and pepper shakers, like everything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So the first shopping is always sort of a
Yeah,
lot
so the
more.
first grocery shop was a lot.
Right.
So we spent 128,876 baht, and out of that, we figure around 97,000 baht. Is that right?
It was around 95,000 baht. We thought
Yes,
was a one-off.
Can you see
Right.
the wheels turning?
It
Was a one-off. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean, so every month you think, oh, well, there's nothing coming up this month. There always
something.
is.
There's
But
always something.
nonetheless, the first month is where you get hit with everything.
Yes.
So
Yes.
what did you think that our actual spending was for the month?
I think our actual spending was it was probably 34,000 baht, which is low. Which is low.
But I mean, it's kind of, we know exactly what we did spend, and it was 5,000 Canadian.
Yeah.
5,000 Canadian to move to a new country, get your driver's license, equip a condo,
Set up housekeeping.
3 months
Yeah.
rent, Wi-Fi, all the deposits and security deposits and everything.
Yeah.
And even clothing. So we didn't bring clothing with us
No,
for the most
not
part.
for the most part.
We had to go and buy the
Yeah.
bulk of the clothing we have
Yeah.
here. I think
Yeah.
that it was really quite affordable.
Yes.
And now going forward, it's going to be kind of interesting to see how
Yes, this month.
Right.
This month will be kind of more of a true test of what our what we're living on actually.
Right.
So we're aiming for 40,000 baht. What's 40,000 baht, right?
It's around 1550.
1560. And every time we do these updates, it's yeah, you're very close. It's always based on today's exchange rate,
You're going to call me on the $10.
which floats. Yeah. So yeah, we're aiming to live around on 1550,
So that's just a bare bones budget,
and that's including everything.
but that's everything. But it's not medical and that sort of thing.
No.
Right?
No.
But that's where we try to do our day-to-day living. And we also have a budget that's actually separate from that. And that's to travel, big ticket purchases and whatnot.
Yeah.
But what we try to do is spend as little as we can day to day. So we
Yes.
don't want to go out to eat. And we actually don't want to go out to eat every
No.
single day. We enjoy cooking at home. Once a week, you go out to eat.
Yeah.
If somebody gives us a call and wants
Yeah.
to meet us for lunch, we're fine with
We're
that.
going to do that in the next
But
few
we
days.
try to keep it around that 40,000 baht a month, which is
Yes.
actually pretty tight.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But that leaves us a really generous budget to travel, bigger ticket items, whatever comes
Sure.
along.
Sure.
And also we will have some of that money we're just going to save. It doesn't mean we're going to spend it all.
Right.
Some of it goes towards our medical budget and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, we're not going to spend every baht, but
right.
can I give you a breakdown of our fixed expenses every month? Things we know are absolutely.
I think you'd like to do that.
Okay,
wouldn't you?
I'd love to do that. So we'll do baht first and then Canadian. Our rent is 11,000 baht. So our rent for this one-bedroom condo is $428 Canadian. Utilities, we're guesstimating 1,000 baht, which is $39. That's water and electric.
Right.
It's pretty affordable, and then
Speaking of utilities,
oh, save that.
okay.
Our Wi-Fi every month is 585 baht, which is $23 Canadian for unlimited Wi-Fi, of course. Our cell phones, we each have a cell phone with a plan on it, is 340 baht a month, and that's $13.25. Can't beat that.
No.
Netflix, we keep our Netflix 463 baht, $18 Canadian. Magic app, that's our Canadian phone number that we use for all our calling back home and our two-step verification, all that. Magic app is 258 baht, $10 Canadian. And CapCut, that's what we use to edit our these amazing videos with all this fantastic special effects. And that's $258 also, baht, 258 baht, $10 also. So our fixed expenses every month is $542 Canadian.
Right. So that's impressive, right?
That's pretty impressive.
That's pretty cheap living, and we're in a
That's-
really nice condo.
That's $200 less than we were paying for rent back home.
Right. And we were getting our rent for next to nothing.
And we were getting
I mean,
really
what
good
we're
rent.
talking about is every single expense we have, all of
Yes.
our fixed expenses for
Yes.
under $600, right?
Indeed.
And the groceries here, we tend to eat a more Western diet. We could do cheaper,
Oh,
right?
absolutely, yeah.
But the thing is, we figure we can very comfortably do the $1,500 a month, even with groceries, transportation, entertainment, everything added in,
Everything.
right?
Yeah. So going forward this month, we'll see, and we'll let you know at the end of the month how close we came, over
Yeah.
or under, to our 40,000 baht goal.
Right. And there's months that you're not going to, but that's fine. But we just feel that if we're being that frugal, and that's a fairly frugal lifestyle.
Yes, it is.
On
for
a
two
monthly
people,
basis,
For two people
it
here.
really
Yeah.
frees up the. So if we want to go to Cambodia for a week or Vietnam on holiday,
Yeah.
we'd like to budget ourselves so we can do a couple trips like that every year.
Indeed.
So what happened with the utilities that's going to be exciting today?
Oh, my goodness. Well,
So first of all, we don't use the AC.
no, we don't use the AC. We use two fans.
Right.
That's not trying to be cheap. That's by choice.
I do it because I'm cheap.
We want to acclimatize.
Right.
I don't want to sit in AC all day and then go out and not be able to walk to 7-Eleven because I'm dying. Right. So, and we're quite comfortable at night, and that surprises me because I thought I would have the AC on a lot more. Anyway, we don't use the AC, so that reduces your electric bill
By about 1,000,
A lot.
1,500 a month.
a
right?
lot. Yeah. So they're very efficient here at the Sisran Group, who runs the Sisran condo. Our utility bills were in the box, our mailbox yesterday, August
Right.
1st.
Right.
And our water bill was, oh, I didn't write it down. Shoot.
Everything in was about 800 baht,
Everything in was around
Electric
800,
and water.
800 baht, yeah.
and that's 30 bucks Canadian.
So we
Yeah.
paid our water bill at the juristic office here in the building yesterday. That going forward is how it's done. But our first bill, there was a little technicality. Our first electric bill, we have to go outside the building to pay it. Where are you going today?
We don't have to go outside. I do. So what happened? Yeah, the electric was turned off because
Yes.
it wasn't paid.
Yes, so
And to get it hooked up again, I have to go to
pay the first bill.
you have to pay it in person, right?
Yes.
So you have to go there with the bill and pay it in person because they've just turned the electric back on. It's in a military base. It's at the naval base.
Okay,
So you've got to get through security to get there. It's about a 5 or 6K ride on my bicycle
okay.
through unknown areas. And then I don't speak any Thai. So I'm guessing that there could be a military confrontation.
There could be.
I could be lost out in the hills because it's out in the hills somewhere. But with any luck at all, I'll be out and back on my bike. It's going to be a nice ride.
It'll
Looking
be
forward to it.
fun. And,
Yeah.
and going forward, once this first electric bill is paid, the next one will have a QR scan code on it that
Right.
we can pay through our phone app.
Yeah.
So yes, we'll let you know.
Yes.
I've told him to keep in touch with me
It's a military action, really, more than anything.
throughout the whole adventure.
So yeah, I
It'll
guess.
be fine.
Yeah, and I guess, like I said, I'm really we're really excited about staying on track, and it's very easy. I mean, there's restaurants and bars, and I mean, I'm not talking about going to a bar all night. But you can go to
No.
the beach, go for a swim. You walk by 15 little outdoor thatched roof bars on the way home.
Yeah.
It's easy to sit down and have a beer and
Yeah.
put your feet up,
And,
right?
and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right. But it's
However,
we don't want to do that every day because, like I said, where's our next trip? Where's our first trip going to be?
our first trip's going to be to Chiang Mai to see Bob and Lynn, our friends.
Right. And we're pretty excited about that.
We are. And
What
I'm
if-
sure they're thrilled.
So how long do you have to save for that one?
We don't really have to save for that one. Well, we figured maybe October, November, October. We'll see.
So we don't have to save for it, but we're
No.
trying to budget things along.
Yes,
Right.
because that's going to be a relatively inexpensive journey.
So Chiang Mai is about 10 hours away by car or bus, right?
Yeah.
We can fly there for $38 each Canadian.
Yeah, we're
one
going to
way.
do that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're thinking, so when you start looking at going on a trip to fly locally, most of the flights, whether you're going to Cambodia, Vietnam, wherever you're going locally, Singapore, right? The flights are less than 75 bucks.
Sure.
So it's pretty affordable. But yeah, we're looking forward to that being our first
And
trip.
can I say, like, when we talk about our budget and we're trying to stay under a certain amount, and we don't have to do that. Like, we can spend a lot more than that. What we find is everything is tied together in our lives. When we're on track with our budget, it also means for some reason we're on track with our health goals, our exercise, our peace of mind. Everything is sort of, it's a package deal, right? Once something gets out of control, it seems like everything gets out of control.
And that's
with
from
us,
our
right?
perspective.
And that's from our perspective, but that's our reality. So that's why we set a budget, and we love trying to come in. If we come in at 39,000 baht,
Oh, it's quite exciting.
it's exciting.
But we talk to people and they go, I wouldn't deprive myself. I go out to eat every night and have 3 beers.
That's
So
okay.
we've done that.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, the third night we go out, we're sick
Yeah.
of going out to eat.
It doesn't
Right.
make us feel good about ourselves
Right.
and about our
No, we just
about
don't
our
enjoy
lives.
it.
We don't
just
enjoy
get
it.
bored with it, right?
Yeah,
And so to each your own. But,
absolutely.
We really like knowing. So, I'm really enjoying riding the bike around.
Yeah.
So that's where my focus will be. It's kind of
Yeah.
a healthy way, but it's an affordable way to spend a couple hours every day, right?
It is.
But yeah.
So to wrap it up,
It was 128, almost 129,000 baht that we spent the first month.
yes, a little over $5,000 Canadian.
When you're moving to a new country with nothing but one suitcase,
Yeah.
that's pretty affordable.
That's pretty affordable.
I think we did good.
I think we did good too. Fist bump.
Yeah, fist bump.
Okay.
Boom.
So we'll see you at the end of.
And we're going to say right now, next month we're shooting for 40,000.
We're shooting for 40,000.
I'm already over budget.
Well, you're going to have to tighten the belt,
Yeah.
aren't you?
All right.
Okay, folks.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye now.